Hello everybody, we're live here in Shinjuku South Exit and I'm waiting for Jennifer. And there she is. Bonjour.
Everybody has forgotten about me, I'm pretty sure.
No,
it's been
no one's
too
forgotten.
Long.
I remember you. That's enough. Do we do the French thing?
Bonjour.
Okay, yeah. This is Jennifer.
Bonjour.
Last time we met, we ate the ramen cake, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Today we're in Shinjuku.
And what are you going to feed me? That my expectations are high.
You know what? I actually didn't even think about it.
What?
I knew that I was going to be here to meet you at the south exit of Shinjuku. This is Shinjuku Station. This is the south exit. This is a place where a lot of people come to meet, right?
Exactly.
Well, this is Shinjuku, so I figure there's gonna be tons of places to go and eat. Maybe eat something.
Yeah, there are hundreds of places, but so you're telling me you have nothing in mind?
No, nothing at all.
For food today, you didn't.
I actually didn't plan anything. Let's take the stairs up,
up this
way.
You can go on the other side. So you know there is this New Woman place.
Oh right.
They have lots of bakeries and nice cafe too. Like
okay. So this is this one is a brand new. So actually, Shinjuku Station's been completely redone. Shinjuku Station is one of the busiest stations in the world. There are, I don't know how many, like 3 million people who go through the station every day. And today, although it's still part of the holiday here in Japan, there's still a lot of people out. This is the old south side of Shinjuku Station, and over on this side is all brand new, redone. I got a lot of memories here.
So yeah, I think this new place, it opened like 6 months ago.
Yeah, about 6 months ago. It's been under construction for years.
Right. And from here, what we could always see was the Takashimaya building, the department store, but now it's this New Woman building that stands out.
Newman.
Right. But
why do they call it Newman? Newman. That's sort of a creepy name. I don't know. Newman.
I think maybe it's because women, they have the power to buy, the buying power in Japan. We have it. This is why it's called probably New Woman.
You just made that up, didn't you?
No. This is marketing. I'm telling you. I suppose this is why they called it New Woman, to appeal to us. Women.
Yeah.
Okay.
New Woman. I see. Not New Man. New Woman.
Interesting to see how you
I see New Woman.
No. I see New Woman.
Yeah, I see New One. I saw New Man. I don't. Like, what the heck is a New Man? But it's a New Woman. I got it now, Jennifer. Now this is. Wait. You know what? This is where the guy set himself on fire 2 years ago. There was a guy who self-emulated. What do you call it? Yeah, here. So it was in the news 3 years ago. Kind of a creepy side note. Sorry. So how are you?
I'm good.
It's been like a month.
Yeah. Oh no, more I think.
More than a month.
And like we've been talking about doing this again forever, but like every time you were out of town or I was busy.
It's my fault. I'm guilty. Yeah. I've been out of town.
All of you know that he was lost on an island.
I was on Aogashima. I was in Aomori. I was all over the place, and now I'm here at Shinjuku. So. Just take a look here. This is Shinjuku. This is a pretty impressive site. Shinjuku's got lots of office buildings, lots of salarymen, lots of traffic.
Yes, we are dating. It's a date in Shinjuku.
Yeah, guess it's a Shinjuku date.
So there is a really delicious bakery right down those escalators.
TripAdvisor says this is the #1 breakfast spot in Tokyo.
The croissants are so good.
Is it really? Wait, does it live up to the hype?
Yes.
This is the Croissant restaurant here. What's this place called?
I think it's a Gontran something. We have to go downstairs.
We can go down the escalator, no?
Oh yeah, right.
Why take the stairs when you can, you know, cruise on an escalator?
It's good it's not raining today. It's not that hot, but it's humid though. Huh?
A little bit humid. Oh, you can see above us now. When you leave the south exit of Shinjuku Station, you can see the Docomo building. The Docomo building is this, I don't know. It looks like the Empire State Building in New York a little bit.
That's yeah.
Sort of looks like the Empire State Building, and it's got a clock on it. So whenever I need the time, I look up. So it's 12:40 in Tokyo right now.
Okay, let's go and see the bakery.
Alright.
Now I'm feeling like eating croissant. No, we won't. But there are many other places to see. But
Well, no, this is TripAdvisor does list this as the top breakfast spot in Tokyo.
yeah.
It's a bakery. Oh gosh! Oh my gosh!
That looks so good. Yummy.
Oh, they've reopened? Is this a new place? Whoa! Look at those melon pond. No way! Look at the sugar. That's sugar, right? Not salt. I hope it's not salt.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure this is. Maybe this is the Japanese version of some stuff we have in France. Yeah.
Look at these tarts. Is that a French tart?
Looks like a quiche.
A quiche.
Don't you think? Yeah, so everything is just, you know, it looks different from other places.
It does look different. The quality looks a lot better.
Yeah.
I think in Japanese bakeries, the bread is really like cheap quality, I think. They just kind of air bake it or something.
But also, you know, it's because the weather is different. And also, you know, when they use French flour, it's completely different.
What's so great about French flour?
I don't know. It's just maybe
It's flour.
Because no, but the quality is different, obviously. It's
Obviously,
like
I don't know.
It's like rice. When you go to a Japanese restaurant in France or in the States or wherever, if they use the Japanese rice or another rice, it's always different.
Okay.
Because
Always.
obviously it matches the food, the ingredient, right?
I guess so.
This is why we created those yummy things.
So bakeries are French.
Yes, I believe they are.
Well, what about a German bakery? Is that French?
Well, they do
They look so good.
different stuff there.
What's different between these croissants? Since you're French, you would know.
I think these are. It's like pain au chocolat, you know, chocolatine, but it's the almond version, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, should we come back or we get one now?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's come back.
Let's come back.
What do you say? No, because I mean, if it starts.
I don't know. You're like teasing me.
No,
She's teasing me with croissants and stuff, but I
Yeah,
haven't eaten anything all day.
But we'll be like half an hour here, and then everybody wants to go back home.
Probably, yeah.
So maybe we can have a look around and then come back to have coffee and the croissant. What do you
Okay.
say?
All right. Let's see if we can find something better. Do you think we're gonna be able
There
to
is
top?
a Starbucks coffee there.
Now this Starbucks coffee has some history behind it. This is the second Starbucks coffee in Japan, opened in 1999 or 1997, I think.
Oh,
I remember.
That's
yeah.
when I came to Japan.
Right. I came just a little bit after that, and I remember sitting here in 1998, going, "Wow, there's a Starbucks in Japan!" And this was one of the first ones. The first one is in Ginza. The second one is right here. And it's now going under renovations as well. You used to be able to sit in the back of the cafe and look at there. Now it's just a bunch of English teachers teaching students in the window.
Yeah, probably.
No, seriously.
So you know, here is they always put all those illuminations
Oh, right.
at Christmas, right?
In the at Christmas time, this is the place to be. This
Yeah,
part
all
of
those trees.
Yeah.
They put illuminations here, and it's really pretty.
yeah. Let's switch sides over here. Boom. So this is called Southern Terrace. This area of Shinjuku Station. Southern Terrace is like 1 minute from the Shinjuku South exit. It's just I guess a lot of the office buildings just created this walkway. because it's in the south, it's called Southern Terrace. I'm trying to be a tour guide.
But you know what I always liked here is that you know how Shinjuku is always so packed and crowded when you go on the other side.
Yeah.
But when you come here, you have this sense of, you know, not liberty, but you know, it's just there are absolutely no big buildings in the middle.
Yeah, it's a lot freer here.
Yeah, so you can actually breathe, right?
Yeah. I like they do have a lot of green areas in Tokyo. This one here, again, in the winter, it's all filled with Christmas lights, but I do like the little patches of green and the little parks all around the city. It's really famous. What?
Shake Shack. There is a Shake Shack there.
What?
Shake Shack.
How did that happen? I did not plan.
Hamburger.
I did not plan to take you to a burger place.
Me neither. But
there's a Shake Shack here now.
I'm actually going to have wine at Shake Shack in Jingu tonight.
What?
So,
hey, wait a minute. Oh my gosh, this place has changed a lot. Hold on a second. I apologize for the bad connection.
There is.
The signal was pretty bad going past the cafes. This is a Shake Shack, which is a New York hamburger chain, which has just opened up a new location here in Shinjuku. I did not plan to, you know, because I'm American, to show you this, but it just sort of happened. And then this place, Jennifer's, she wants a hamburger. So this one, she wants a hamburger.
I can get a burger.
You want a burger?
No, I want a croissant.
You want a quarter pounder with cheese?
I'm going to Shake Shack tonight, actually.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because I have a friend who plays tennis there. There is, you know, in Jingu.
He plays tennis at Shake.
There is
the ping pong table.
No. There is a tennis club in Jingu, and right beside Shake Shack.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And if you're a member of the tennis club, these are some secret information I'm giving you. If you're a member, you don't have to make the queue at Shake Shack. You go to the tennis club resting area, and you can get the burger right away. You can order it, and you don't queue. You get it
right, because
right
it's
away.
right next to the Shake Shack.
Yes.
That's a little inside information.
Yeah.
Now this shop right here, this is really interesting. This is this used to be Krispy Kreme, and when it opened, Krispy Kreme is now no longer here. But when Krispy Kreme opened 8 years ago, this was the first Krispy Kreme in Japan, and now it's out of business. There used to be a line 3 hours waiting for Krispy Kreme. They all just waiting for an overpriced donut, and now it's Ice Monsters and Max Brenner chocolate bar. This locations, and I'm shocked by this because I really thought this was still Krispy Kreme. Shops in this area, the rent is very expensive, and they continuously are changing because new shops will get the new boom, you know, where people want to try it, and then the lines are big, and then it dies. The shop owners close up, they leave, and then a new shop will come in and continuously recycle this location.
I think that the life expectancy of the restaurants here is about 3 years, right?
About 3 years, yeah. Every 3 years, the location will shut down. They'll open up in a new location, and this adds a little bit of excitement because it's something new. And in Japan, new is good.
Right.
It's a trend, especially if you have a brand, right? Especially if you have a brand. Now this bridge,
That's the Takashimaya.
This is Takashimaya, Times Square. Although it's not like the Times Square in New York. There's no relationship. Just the name of the company, the name of the building, right?
Yeah, but see here, all this space without nothing, well, because there are the lines, the railway.
Oh yeah,
lines.
you can see the train lines. Now, a lot of the lights here are flashing. Everybody sees that, right? They're flashing because of the frequency in Tokyo. So there's no trains coming by. The lights.
So many lines, no train.
When I film the show, there's something called the Kanto Flicker. I call it the Kanto Flicker. I think some of the TV directors I work with call that too. The frequency of the light here is so perfect. Well, no. It's so perfect that it lines up with the way that the cameras work, and it creates the flicker. You don't get the flicker in the United States or in other places because I think the voltage is 60 watts or something, 60 volts per. I'm not sure what the science around it, but maybe I think Tokyo is either 100 or 50. So when I film, I have to be at shutter speed 100 or shooting in PAL. which
That's
is
technology, no? That's techniques you're talking about, right?
But you can't control anything on the iPhone, so it just flickers. So it's just because of the Tokyo or Kanto Flicker problem, the way that the voltage in Tokyo is.
I have a question. Where are we heading?
That's a good question. I really don't know.
Are we going inside the Takashimaya?
Maybe.
I'm not sure. We can shoot in there, you know.
There's the train coming. That's the Chuo line.
Did you show the funny design building there?
Oh yeah, right. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's a design school. Designers school.
So this is a designer's school. That's what Jennifer said. That's what she said.
I think.
That's what she said. Ah! So there's another train coming. That's the Sobu line. It's going towards Mitaka, which is the Ghibli Museum, by the way. That's the station for the Ghibli Museum. I'm not really sure where I'm taking you. I'm thinking Croissant restaurant.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually hungry, but you know I'm always hungry. That's why I thought he'd call me. I thought he probably has some funny stuff.
Oh look, they're taking a selfie.
Put your hands.
They're taking a selfie. Wait, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, but everybody does that, you know, does with those cameras now. So.
Yeah, everyone's doing. So basically, we're just walking around Shinjuku Station. I haven't been to this side of it. This is all pretty much new.
Oh, maybe, you know, we can. I haven't been here either, so maybe we can go to New Woman.
New Woman.
From that side.
Really? You really want to go to New Woman?
No, but I mean, on this side, as a new place, this is the only option, I think.
Ah.
I mean, it wouldn't be interesting to go to Takashimaya, and I think, yeah, they would stop us from shooting, I think.
Probably. Let me answer some of the super chats really quickly. We have here Mayarsh. Best video about Japan all over the YouTube. Keep it up. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate it. There's Jim again from Tacoma, Washington. Great. Keep. Get something good with this. Thank you, Jim. I'm thinking croissant right now.
That will be the best thing we can get, I think.
I think so. Nasha Broad, thank you again, my friend. Oh my God, you're finally taking Jennifer on a proper date. Yeah, you know what? I didn't plan.
That's not. No, monsieur. This is not a proper date. This is just breakfast at noon.
That's true. I'm sorry, Nosh. Yeah, but contributing to the 4G, I appreciate it. Also, thank you very much for the super chats. They really do help. Ask questions, ask away. I'm gonna take her to get a croissant.
Voila. Well, you know.
Well, you want to see New Woman?
Yeah, we can go through there, and I can show another nice bakery there.
There's a lot. You know, a lot of foreign chains are now coming to Tokyo, and they're whoa. That's a Sapporo little Sapporo beer. So you could drink beer outside right there, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that.
You haven't put your feet into.
I haven't been in this area.
That's too bad.
I try to avoid it because it's usually so crowded.
Yeah, but now it's not anymore because it's been open for a few months. So we can go this way and back to the bakery, and you will see all those places I was telling you about, like the coffee brewer and the other bakery.
Okay. So Shinjuku Station, I think after the construction, after all of the renovations, it's become a lot more convenient because it's more open. When the construction was going on about 2 years ago, it was really limited to where you could walk, and now it's very open.
And it's really, you know, it's beautiful the way they made it.
Yeah.
It's, anywhere you go, you can see it, and you know, even if you don't want to have your coffee or whatever inside the shop, you can enjoy it.
Is this a coffee shop?
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but I guess it's good.
It looks good. Look at the big window. Nitro brew. It sounds like it'll explode. Whoa, nitro brew. Why is it in a beer glass?
Ah. That's something we have to try someday.
Oh, are you taking a picture of the nitro brew?
Yeah, just to remember what I want to try, because there are so many things I want to try. If I don't take a picture, then I forget what I wanted to try.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So do you want nitro brew or you want croissants?
No, we've been talking about the croissant for 20 minutes.
This is the Nuo Man. You see? Look, it says Nuo Man.
Yeah.
But
you can also see new woman.
See, I like Nuo Man. I don't know. I see it differently. Oh, Dean and DeLuca. That's a this is a New York coffee shop. New York. Overpriced.
Yeah, but
New York.
You know you'll get some quality if you go to Dean and DeLuca. So.
Yeah, it's good coffee. Do you think, which is a good debate, what is the best coffee in Tokyo?
I've been going recently. I like. I discovered Streamer.
Streamer.
Do you know Streamer?
No.
It's coffee roasters too, and it's really good. And like the donuts. Oh,
where is it?
My God, there are a few. There is one in Roppongi.
Okay.
Then in other areas too. It must be American, I think, but it's really good. And the donuts. Oh my God. There are
donuts.
Like, you know, not light donuts, but like the heavy stuff. This is what I like.
Look at this place.
There is,
what is this? This is Sawamura.
You have a bakery here, and then when you go inside, there are lots of restaurants.
Yeah. Oh, so there's lots of restaurants inside?
Yes. And there is, in the middle, there is a counter.
Yeah.
And there is also a meat place.
Meat?
Yeah. You can eat at the counter.
Oh, wow.
So even if you're
shall we take a look?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Lead us. Jennifer is going to lead us.
I actually had lunch here last week. So.
Follow the French girl.
Check out the bread. That's the real stuff.
Oh my gosh.
すごいでしょ?
That looks so good. That's not the normal bread that we get in Japan normally. This is French stuff.
You want someone to cut it for you?
Yeah, please.
So sometimes I buy bread here. Everything's just so good. I like the brioche too.
320. The prices are reasonable. It's cheaper than France, right?
That's actually no, I don't think so. I think that's a bakery from Karuizawa.
Oh, Karuizawa.
Yeah.
Whoa! Cinnamon roll. All right, lead on. Follow her.
I'm surprised there are not so many people at this hour of the day. But maybe it's because the holidays are over.
Yeah.
So here you have sea, butcher, and beer. Salon.
Whoa! Butcher and beer. That sounds really good. Okay. Follow her.
I think this must be there is a sushi restaurant too that I haven't tried yet.
Oh, they look really serious. Wow. Okay, lead on.
But the place I'd like to try one day is this one.
Oh, you can sit at the counter.
Yeah, the butcher place. Because there is, you know,
there's
you
two
can
seats
come
right
anywhere
there.
and, yeah.
All right, lead on.
Basquez, that's French.
Okay. That's pretty reasonable, like $12.
Yeah.
Do you want that for lunch? Meat? Do you have time?
I don't have the time.
Oh, yes, Jennifer's got to go.
Yeah, I know.
It's my fault actually. It's my fault. I was 40 minutes late because I had another job. It's my fault. I'll have to take you.
Let's go to the croissant.
Okay, let's go to the croissant place. Do you have time?
Look, yeah, I always have time for a croissant.
Oh.
It's really a nice area, I think.
It is.
The way the concept is good. You know, it's all open, so.
I like it. I like this butcher and beer. Those are two things that I love.
Next time we can come.
Yeah. Wow. Lead on.
You know, yesterday on TV,
Yeah.
they were talking about those food courts,
Okay.
and apparently they are getting really popular, and they are making deluxe, like luxurious food courts.
Oh, yeah. It's getting very trendy. I see a lot of windows, a lot of darker colors. A lot of windows, a lot of darker colors. Smells great. You can't smell it. It smells really good. Thanks for showing us Sawamura.
So yeah, New Woman is, you know, I'm often on my own because John never wants to date with me.
What?
Just kidding. But you know, I like to joke a lot. So, but let's go to the cafe. Well, we
Okay.
only have 20 minutes,
Okay.
and
You see,
but
there's still a
here,
little bit of construction
you know,
going
in
on.
between two meetings, on your own, you can have lunch quickly here, and it's good with a
Yeah.
glass of wine or beer or some sake.
Oh yeah, now you're talking.
But in Shinjuku, I never know. I never know where I can eat. You know, because it's so packed and so
That's the
crazy.
problem. My
So, so,
biggest
so, so,
problem
so.
is if I go to meet a friend and it's my job to find a restaurant, I don't know what to recommend because there's so many places
Right,
to go to
right,
in Shinjuku.
right.
What's good?
Right. And sometimes you have to walk a lot
Ah.
from the station, you know, to get to the nice place.
Miyazaki.
Kawaii.
She's dressed up in a lemon here. That's cute.
Now that's some job I never wanted to do and I will never go, I think.
Hello. Woo! Kawaii.
So,
That's the Miyazaki
did you
store.
hear that? Kawaii.
Kawaii.
If you come to Japan, tell anyone kawaii or whatever kawaii, everybody will be so happy. Eh?
So you want me to call you Kawaii?
No, that's no, that's the open sesame word here.
Ah, you call
Right?
someone Kawaii,
Oh,
it makes
yeah,
them
yeah,
smile.
I think that's
Cute.
nice to use this word. They like it. So.
It's cute. So there once again is the south exit of Shinjuku. Very busy, one of the busiest stations in the world. The south exit. There are lots of exits to Shinjuku Station, but this one is one of the most popular. Okay, let's get your croissant and
Yes.
coffee. We know what she wants.
When it comes to food, I always know what I want.
All right, we gotta make it quick because you got. Look at that big door. You mean that's an auto door?
Doko.
Is it-
Doko.
Okay.
Here is the entrance.
All right. Wow, it feels like another country in here. Jennifer cut
cool.
her hair.
So, what's...
Wait, I got a comment here. Jennifer cut your. Did you cut your hair?
Yes, I did. This is my super summer cut.
Super summer cut.
Wait.
Hold on a second. Very nice, very nice.
What, will you have a croissant?
Yeah.
Okay.
It smells so good in here. You have no idea. It smells like butter and stuff baking and chocolate. It's really, really. I'm really hungry. Like baking. Oh.
Do you want chocolate bread soup? Pain au chocolat?
Okay.
Oui?
Your recommendations, please.
I think, yeah, they are good too. I mean, you didn't have breakfast, did you?
No.
Okay, so everything is good.
Feed me.
Okay.
Please
let's go and
feed.
get
Oh, what is this?
Let's go and get the coffee.
How dare you not bring these?
You want?
What is it? Look at the bacon. Oh, it's so colorful. Okay. I've got some cash. So you don't get the one with the powdered and the chocolate all
There is
over it?
nani?
You don't get the one with the powder and the chocolate all over it?
There is the no.
I dropped something.
Passmo, you can use.
No.
What will you have? Coffee.
Coffee? Maple latte. Maple latte.
Will you have that? Okay, 私はソイラテミディアムでお願いし
あ、
ます。
私コーヒー M サイズ。
M サイズ。
It's pretty reasonable.
1400円。こちら持ち帰り。量でいただきます。
入ってる？
見に行こうか。
あ、じゃあ行きます。
Yeah.
行きます。
Go
Okay.
and I'll bring this.
So I'm gonna go to the second floor and save a spot. Yeah. So how you doing? I left her behind on the first floor to get the stuff. So on the second floor there's some seating. Very, very nice. Okay. So we're gonna sit here in the corner. What a day. So I've been so busy over the last couple of weeks. So as we wait for Jennifer, we can kind of get a chance to talk to you. So this is Shinjuku. Burnerman54, thank you very much for the super chat. I demand a croissant taste test. You're going to get it, my friend, because that's exactly what we're doing. Let's see if they're really that good. I definitely am curious about this. Love the raw views from Japan. Thank you very much, Burnerman54. Brennan PW. Because your streams always make my day even better. Appreciate your hard work, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it too, buddy. So that's from Brendan PW. Thank you very much. Charanjeev, enjoy. I am. I'm so starving. Tong Hale, hi John, this is my second super chat. I know this is not related to the video, but what are you doing for 2020 Olympic channel? The 2020 Olympic? I'm not really sure yet. So I've started a few other channels on YouTube, but I haven't made any content for it because I'm anticipating new ways to show you Tokyo and my stream only in Japan is basically it's the whole country, and I live in Tokyo, so I wondered if I should make something that's just Tokyo centered because a lot of focus is being put on this city in particular, and it's changing so fast. I've been living in Tokyo since 2004. That's when I moved here. I used to live out in different cities around Japan, and between the time that I came and now, it's changed so much, and I want to really highlight those changes, so I created another channel on YouTube, but there's no videos on it yet, so some people are finding it. I appreciate that. I'll have more news on that after I finish with the DVD, which is a project that's been ongoing forever, and I have news for people who support the Kickstarter. And after I finish a couple other projects, I'll have more time to focus just on YouTube, which is an amazing thing, and that's because of the super chats, and it's because of Patreon, and it's because of so many people who are supporting what I'm doing, and I appreciate it so much. So this is from Fallen Angel. Could you show me from the window, please? Okay, here you are. There's Shinjuku Station right there. All the traffic. And I'm going to, when Jennifer comes, I'm going to go outside and then show a view of what it looks like to eat inside this cafe. This is a really famous bakery, and they claim to make the best croissants in Japan. And TripAdvisor says that this is the #1 breakfast spot in Tokyo, which means probably all of Japan. Oh wow, I didn't even know. Across is a Starbucks. They're everywhere. It's hidden. It's hidden in the window there. There she is.
You got a nice seat. Perfect. Voila.
All right.
Here.
So we gotta do a croissant taste test really fast.
Oh my god.
Okay. I gotta go outside and I have to film you from the window. Hold on a second. Oh, I can't go outside. It's closed. All right, we gotta skip that.
Allez.
Because Jennifer doesn't have a lot of time. All right, so
Nice.
we have to do a croissant taste test.
That's your cafe?
This is a shibori, right?
Oui. Hi, okiku-sama.
So the shibori, you always get a shibori when you go to a restaurant. Can you hold this? I'm gonna put it on a stand.
Attends, ちょっと待って。
All right. Here, show the croissants. Nice.
Nice.
Do you think this is gonna live up to the hype?
Crispy, golden crispy.
Do you think it's gonna live up to it?
Yes, I had croissant from here 2 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I heard it was so good, and it was good. They reheat it for you here.
Oh, so it's not fresh out of the oven.
She asked me would you like me to reheat it? And I said, well, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I assume,
Boom. There you go. Ha! So this is what I use. This is the Osmo. I have an extension stick that it goes up pretty far, but it's hard to control. So yeah, this is gonna get a little rest here. So coffee.
The best time of the day.
Jennifer.
I'm just going to put my alarm because So, dozo. Bon
Which
appetit.
one do you want?
They're all the same. Bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
That's too bad because you can't hear the. Oh my god! I'm just like drooling.
It smells like butter.
I probably look happier than when we had the round cake.
Jen, what makes a good croissant? I mean, it's really crispy. It's falling apart.
The butter, I think, because they put. What are you doing?
I like to rip it apart.
No.
Put jam inside.
You can see from the color, even before baby croissant, you can see it has a lot of butter, I think, from the color too. And
Yeah.
it's important that it has butter, right?
Yeah. Is there a difference between Japanese butter and French butter?
I don't know. No. French butter, French dairy is tastier than Japanese butter, right? You know that.
Why would you say that?
I guess that because it's a fact. If you taste it, everybody. Why do you think that people would pay $20 for a pack of butter that in our countries we would buy for $2 or $3?
The cows are happier in France?
Because it's tastier and it's just, in wine we could talk about the terroir, and it's the grass, it's the soil, it's the weather that makes the difference, I think. And maybe also what they feed the animals. I'm not sure, but it's a fact that dairy is tastier in France.
So Japanese food in France is pretty good because the ingredients are better?
No. Japanese food.
I'm trying to get her in trouble.
No, but I mean, this would be so long. I mean, we could debate on this for hours, but it's not even a debate. It's that, Japanese food, of course, Japanese ingredients are better.
Yeah.
Like even the fish you catch around here, because it suits the food here, and the food has been created, and Japanese food is what it is now because of the environment, as French food is what it is because of its environment.
Japan has 4 distinctive seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. The seasons create different foods, a big, wide variety of foods. Each season has its own cuisine. And in Japan, especially the higher end food, I'm not a fan of high-end sushi, by the way. I hate high-end sushi. I think it's the biggest rip-off, and you're an idiot if you buy super expensive sushi. Sushi is supposed to be a cheap street stand finger food. I'm serious. If you're coming eating at Jiro's, you're an idiot in the nicest possible way. It's overpriced. You're paying for something that's from the sea, that's no better than the other fish, I think. You can get otoro somewhere else.
And you'll be out of the restaurant in 20 to 22 minutes. Seriously. I've heard so many people going there, they were out in 20 minutes,
it's exclusive because so many people want to eat there, but they want to eat there because they saw the movie. It's good, but it's not any better than some of the chains, actually. What's the one chain, the president who buys the most expensive maguro every year?
Sushiro?
Sushi, Zanmai.
Sure.
Zanmai, right? Sushi Zanmai. That sushi's really good. Their head office is right at Tsukiji, which means that they get the same fish that Jiro goes. They shop at the same place that Jiro does, and their sushi is 1% of the cost.
Right.
So why would you eat Jiro? I never understood it. You get maybe 1% better taste for 1,000% of the price. I'm serious.
I'm thinking that this is the first time I'm eating for so long in front of a camera, especially a croissant. Is that okay to see us eating like this?
Why not?
Board?
I'll edit this later. But my point is, Japan has 4 distinctive seasons. So when people say, when is the best time to come and visit Japan? One of the best reasons to come to Japan is to eat. And no matter what season or what month you come to Japan, you're going to get something that's original and only made almost in that month. And that's really special. I think that's one of the reasons to visit Japan every month if you can. Maybe definitely all 4 seasons. Wow.
That's an idea for live streaming.
Yeah.
Like, every month, okay,
or something.
What are we going to eat this month?
Yeah. I know this because I've been living here for a long time. A lot of the people who are YouTubing, they've been living in Japan for a couple of years, and they don't really know how the seasons work here in Japan. Everything is by seasons. Everything is controlled by, that's the food, right? The food supply is always fresh, and you have to go by the seasons. So it's not what is the best time to visit Japan. It's if you're coming here to eat, and I think a lot of you are, because those are the most popular YouTube videos, the ones with food. There's no bad time to come to Japan to eat. There's just different ingredients and different foods. Winter's a wonderful time. You get lots of delicious foods in the winter. What?
No. Nabe.
What?
Like, the nabe. No.
Nabe, right? Sukiyaki.
Sukiyaki, shabu shabu, all this. Oh my god, this is so good.
Winter foods. I love winter, yeah.
Now, I'm just thinking that, when it comes to eating, every season is good. Still, coming to Japan during the summer, I mean, it's just so hot. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, every single summer I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I go back to France? And every year I regret not having gone back to France.
Yeah, I'm Japanese summer. A lot of people have made comments about my shirt and how sweaty I am. I'm sweaty because it's that hot. It is really, really like a sauna.
Yeah.
I mean, how is it? It's much different than France, right? Totally different than America.
Because
I've never had this kind of humidity in America.
Yeah.
It's bad. Maybe Texas or something is Trekkeruss, thank you. Next year, take Jennifer shopping for underwear. Trekkeruss!
I don't wear underwear, so...
Thanks for making this stream go in another direction, Trekkeruss.
I'm French, so these kind of comments are kind of funny for me.
Isn't lingerie a French word?
Yes, it is.
I guess people just wear lingerie.
It comes from linge, which is clothes. But anyways, that all those funny, I think there must be some area with funny lingerie. Like Japanese, they have some really, really funny designs. So that might be actually a good idea. I will not buy it, but we could go and check it out for you. Or John should go on his own with some male friend.
I stand outside the dressing rooms and start interviewing people. How did that fit, miss? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea, but if Trekkeruss is going to support the show with underwear ideas, I'm counting on you, my friend. That speaking of like risque topics, love hotels is something that I'm going to be covering in the next 6 months. I think I'll do an episode on love hotels.
Oh yeah, but you can take the hotel just for an hour, time to shoot, and then.
Well, you don't have enough time to film that.
Yeah. Well, depends.
She has another meeting in Kanda.
Depends on what you want to shoot. You have to try the pain au chocolat.
Okay, let's do it because you have
No,
to.
I know the pain au chocolat.
How do you even eat this? Well, you do it first then.
No, I know this. It's for you. I had breakfast.
I don't want to make a big mess. Look, this is all me here.
Mais si.
You just eat it like this?
Voilà,
Stick your face in it like a pig?
Like a sandwich. Think of it as a sandwich.
Like a sandwich? Alright.
Don't be shy.
No one's watching this anyway. It's just 500 very hungry people. So Jennifer said that this chocolate croissant, you just eat it like a sandwich.
Mais oui. Don't be prissy.
Oh my god.
Alors, I told you. You can. Okay, you have to show the layers inside. See?
Look at the layers of this. It's like taking a bite of a stick of butter.
Honestly, it's really, the golden color. You can see from the start that this is going to be good. Now you know how to buy good croissant and chocolate.
I know. Go here. You don't heat this up though. This is not heated up.
I think, yeah, but they did it lightly, I think. Yeah. You don't want to overheat it either, right? When I buy croissant and anything here, the problem is that with the humidity, it gets all, the crunchy side. Just the following day is just an funya.
Yeah. It gets soft.
So, and this is bad, right? So this, I always put it in the oven 2-3 minutes, and with the heat, it gets crunchy again.
Yeah, I live by myself and I'm an unmarried man who cooks as well, and I do not think about, oh boy, the humidity is very high today. This might affect my cooking. This is another level of...
No.
You actually think about this when you cook?
This is not cooking. No. When I just reheat the bread because it gets soft. Yeah, okay. So Jennifer, tell us, you've been living here the same amount of time as me, about 20 years, right? Over 20 years now. I celebrated my 20 years of Japan.
20 years? I'm celebrating 20 years next year.
Yeah, I came here at the end of July in '97, so last month was my big... oh my god, I got so drunk. It was horrible. I don't even remember how I came back home.
Really?
Like 6 people, 9 bottles of wine and really good stuff, so we drank it all.
So 1.3 bottles of wine for everybody.
But the thing is, some people, like me, maybe they drink a little bit more and they are faster than the others, so...
You drink pretty fast.
But, 20 years, so... But, I have the feeling that we never stop discovering stuff here, because Japan is changing so quickly and all the time.
That's right.
It's not only, you were saying, oh, this building, this restaurant, this shop. It's not only that, it's also, I think, the mentality.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that goes so fast here. It's hard to follow them.
Very hard.
Yeah.
Especially in the downtown, the central Tokyo area where we are right now. Businesses are changing so quickly. Even the station that I showed you before, this is Shinjuku Station, right?
Right.
Turn it around a little bit really quickly. Boom. Shinjuku Station. That is all been redone. If you left Japan 3 years ago and you came back now, you probably wouldn't recognize the area.
Right.
The Krispy Kreme shop that I used to go to all the time is gone. I was shocked about that. A lot of the businesses have changed. It's become more stylish in this area. So, it's hard to keep up with the trends and the speed of Tokyo. It is.
You know that I've been looking at, I've slightly changed the subject, but I've been looking at houses.
We were talking about underwear before, so.
Yeah. Now, it's actually, you really have to go to the countryside to find those old, real Japanese houses, right? I mean, this summer I really craved, the tatami smell, and I don't have any tatami in my home.
Oh, you don't?
They don't know.
I have a tatami room. I made sure
rare.
I had a tatami room.
Do you know that it's rare now?
Oh yeah. It was hard for me to find my apartment.
You have to ask for it.
I literally looked for apartments with tatami rooms because how could you live in Japan and not have a tatami room?
Right.
And in Tokyo, it's very hard to get tatami rooms because they require extra care, right? You have to wash them and clean them but how could you live in Japan without a tatami room? I remember watching The Matrix. Oh yeah, the smell.
The smell of tatamis, and when
it's
it comes
so nice.
to summer, when it's summer, I'm like, oh my god, I miss tatami smell so much. So I bought, this kind of.
You can buy a spray or something as well.
Mattress.
Yeah.
That I put in the room.
The tatami does lose its smell after a couple of years, but in the summer, when the sun beats down on it and you close the doors and you open the doors, just wow, the smell of tatami
is. I think.
The first room that I stayed in Japan in 1988, it was in the summer, was in a tatami room, and it was just such a big that's how I knew I was in Japan, because of the smell of tatami.
Right. I think every country has its own smell, and when I go back to France, I'm like, oh my god, I'm home. But when I come back to Japan, I also feel like home here, because obviously I've been living here for a long time. But you come out from the airport and you're like, I'm back, And the food, the smell of the food is different too, so, and the air is just different, so.
What kind of smell is it? This is Lou Noise.
It's a little bit like herbaceous, do you say? Like herb,
yeah.
I think.
Japan, it has a distinctive smell. Same with the United States, I think. Just the other day I went to Costco, and when I go to Costco, it smells like America. I don't know if it's the boxes, I don't know if it's just the food products that's been imported, but Costco has a very American smell. When I get to the airport and I arrive at the airport, Japan. Well, maybe it's the cleaners that they use, or the construction, or what? But
it's the muffins. Yeah, probably. Hey, next time, have you ever done izakaya?
I haven't done an izakaya.
We should go to izakaya and order funny stuff, and
Do you know anyone who owns an izakaya? Izakaya owners?
No, but I know izakaya with private rooms.
I want to get I want more people though. I want something fun.
Yes, actually I know. Yeah, maybe I know someone here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's something we have to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta do some more episodes.
Because this is more like, this doesn't smell like Japan. I think.
You want any of this? I kind of demolished it.
So maybe someday, because last time was the ramen cake, which is kind of that's a curiosity, let's say.
Have you done anything with NHK recently?
No.
No, I haven't done any NHK in the last 2 months. I did the Journeys in Japan, which is online now, but I haven't done anything with Tokyo Eye.
Let's do something like real Japanese food, of course, because that I don't go out from home if there is no appeal of the food,
Wait, so I didn't plan anything, so why did you come? Why would you even come today?
Because I thought you would feed me, that's why.
What have you been doing in Japan for 20 years?
Apart from eating, that at the beginning I was working for Mitsubishi, actually. I did a jet program that some of you probably know, so I was working...
Mitsubishi?
Yeah, the first 3 years I was working at a prefectural government, and then I worked for Mitsubishi for 2 years, and 15 years ago I joined the wine business, because I'm from Bordeaux and I love to drink, and it was kind of a dream, and I made this dream become a reality.
You did make it a reality. I've seen you at convenience stores. Her picture is all over Tokyo sometimes when she has campaigns. I remember you in Lawson's, right? I was in the convenience store. I walked past the wine and I'm like...
I look like as if I don't eat at all.
Yeah. Photoshop? Was that Photoshop?
Sorry.
If you walk into Caldi, which is the chain that you're working with, right?
Right. Next time, I could bring some of my products and show you that, but it's just French stuff. So next time, we really should do some, and stuff that people might think are curious and weird and like, oh my god, how can you eat this? But stuff that is really, really good. And that if you don't know a little bit of Japan, you would come here, see it on the menu, and maybe not order it.
Yeah.
So we can show you how to.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. We know a lot of the foods that I think you need to be here for years before you eat it. But one of the things I think is really interesting is that she is like sort of an ambassador between France and Japan, I think. Because you've been. One of the things with Japan is you have to be here for a long time before you start making really strong connections with people. You can't just come here after 5 years or even 10 years and have such strong connections like she has.
Natto is awful. Speaking Japanese is very important too, I think. But I like that comment. Natto is awful. It's pretty good in an omelette actually, but. That's another story.
It takes time. I started my company in 2005, and it didn't start to achieve any success until about 3 years ago. So it took a long time to build my company's brand, and to be not only in Japan, the company that I started for video production, and now I'm getting a lot more clients and work. That's one of the.
It's always hard at the beginning. I mean, I remember the first year when I started working on my own. Oh my god.
It's hard.
Yeah. Like,
it takes a long time. You can't be a success overnight in Japan. It takes like decades. I guess I could say decades.
And I think all the connections and friends we have to, indeed, even friends, it takes a long time to
business cards, Meishiko-kan.
Relationships with people.
Build relationships, build trust, and that takes a lot of time. So she's sort of like a diplomat or an ambassador connecting Japan with France, and you see that with like wine and foods now, and you've done it all yourself, build that brand, which is really cool. So you got to see her Instagram. Go to her Instagram for sure.
Food.
Yeah,
drink.
I'll put a link to her food Instagram and dogs. She has a lot of dogs,
right.
Cats and animals and stuff. So you gotta take off.
Yeah, I have to go.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
That was nice doing it again and seeing you because we haven't met since last time. Let me tell you this.
It's been a while.
But, that was nice, and let's do this again soon.
Cool.
Okay?
More food.
Of course.
Food.
So now we have many people who are watching this. You know that when you call me, you have to feed me. Okay?
Yeah.
That's a deal?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I gotta do a better job planning this. Maybe do a themed restaurant as well. Somebody made a comment. Do a themed restaurant.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. Actually, I'm interested because I never go to those places, but
she doesn't go to themed restaurants. I mean,
I'd be interested to go to. I've been feeling like a tourist recently.
That's the thing. The theme restaurants are kind of like touristy. So I've been living here for a long time. I don't go to the themed restaurants like the Ninja Cafe or the. I'm more into everyday life of Japan, and that's sort of what I want to show you.
You know what? I realized that even Japanese people, they go to those restaurants.
They do.
So we should.
Sometimes it's fun to be a tourist, to go undercover. Undercover as a tourist. That's what I should do. All right. Okay. Merci beaucoup. So you can take off. I'll stay here.
And I'll see you soon.
Okay. How do you do this?
Merci beaucoup, guys. I hope to see you soon. And many comments. Don't forget to feed Jennifer when you call her, please. Bye bye.
Feed this girl.
Thank you for the feast.
You're very welcome, and thank you for joining the show. See you next time.
Merci.
Au revoir. Yeah. So always have plans, and when you meet Jennifer, make sure you have planned the meals better. I didn't do a very good job planning this. It's my fault. I take full credit for it. I want to thank everybody for supporting and leaving comments behind in the super chats. And I'm going to be doing more live streaming as soon as I finish the next Only in Japan episode, which is Shonen Jump. Shonen Jump is a manga. It's a series that's been going on for 50 years. They're celebrating their 50th anniversary, and Shueisha has given me a behind-the-scenes look at how they make Shonen Jump. No foreign journalist, I'm talking like New York Times, New York Post, Sydney Morning, whatever, none of them have been inside where I've gone. And this is a YouTube show, and this is really cool. And I'm working on it right now, and I'm going to be finishing it today, and hopefully it's going to be online this weekend. This is a behind the look at manga in Japan that you've never seen before. And if you're into that, you're going to love it. If you're not, you're going to get a really close look at what Japan is all about. Because to understand manga is one important part of understanding Japanese culture, because people are so influenced by it, especially guys. So, thank you everybody for joining me on this live stream. See you next time. I'm going to turn the camera around so you get a look at Shinjuku Station one last time. Look for Jennifer. Is that her down there? See you.